Hey, good morning everyone. Happy Sunday. Rob here from Southwest Florida Television. Another overcast morning here. Had a little rain this morning, just a few drops. Possibly some rain this afternoon. Still no red tide here at Delnor-Wiggins. Boy, a lot calmer than it was yesterday. Boy, that water's really calming down now. Nice. Missed that sunshine though. Boy, the water looks great. Absolutely gorgeous. See, I saw some fish jumping out here. Are we gonna see any dolphins this morning? It's been several days now, probably 4 or 5 days since we've seen some dolphins. Now that water's calmed down, maybe we'll spot some this morning. Hey, if you're looking for a good deal on breakfast, if you're in Naples, the North Naples area, Bonita Springs, Bonita Springs VFW post has a great little breakfast buffet for $7. Can't go wrong. Did you see that rainbow, the picture of the rainbow that I posted this morning? Absolutely gorgeous. It's kind of hidden behind a few clouds, but it was beautiful. I saw Roy this morning as I was driving through Naples Park. He was sitting there enjoying his sunrise, a beautiful sunrise this morning. But he didn't see the rainbow. It was behind it. He was sitting in front of a tree and it was behind him, and I'm glad I saw him because I brought it to his attention. He was so excited to see it. Roy loves his rainbows. He loves his sunrises and he loves his rainbows. And that rainbow was absolutely gorgeous. Well, there is our osprey again, sitting up there in the tree. See it right there up in the top center of the screen, out on that dead branch. Facing the other direction there. I think that might be the one with the one leg. We're gonna see here. I'll give you a look at it. Ooh, some pelicans flying by out there. Well, maybe that one's got 2 legs. Let's see if I can zoom in on her. I think that's a female because it's kind of small. But there she is up there. Beautiful birds, those ospreys. Absolutely gorgeous. She just patiently sits up there in the mornings, waiting for a fish to come by. Beautiful birds. We'll take a walk up the beach here, see what we find. Another kind of dreary morning here. Boy, here's a really old whelk shell, a really old pear whelk. It's lost all its color. That's a really old pear whelk. Here's one of our little fighting conchs. Beautiful shells, the Florida fighting conch. A mossy arc. Pretty common shell, the mossy arcs. Some shells down here by my feet here. I was just waiting as the waves come in and out here. See if there was anything interesting down here. What a difference though, huh? Boy, it has really calmed down a lot out here. The water's looking great. Great morning for a dolphin to come swimming by. Not a whole lot of shells on the beach though. Hey, if you enjoy these beach walks, hit that share button. Let your friends know what you're watching. Be sure to tell your friends about Southwest Florida Television. Nobody pays me to come out here and do these. I love doing it. I love sharing our beach with you. I love bringing everybody together here on Facebook. That's what this is all about, bringing people together. It's more than just a beach walk. It's about making new friends here. Be sure to introduce yourself to the group. If anybody wants to make a little contribution, it's always appreciated. Everybody needs extra money. If you want to send a little contribution, it's always appreciated. It helps pay the phone bill. Keep the gimbal working and keep gas in the car. You know the drill. You can find my PayPal account info in the description of this post. And thanks to those of you who have sent a little something. Every little bit helps. Boy, a nice looking little conch shell right down here by my feet. Got some really nice colors in it. Look at the stripes. Look at the stripes on that conch shell. Beautiful. There's gorgeous colors on this one. Still got a nice point on the top. That's a nice little fighting conch right there. Right next to it, a little worm shell. One of our little worm tips. Our wormies. A little wormy. I'm seeing quite a few fighting conch shells on the beach here this morning. Oh, rats. Piece of a broken apple murex shell. Good morning. Nice size apple murex. Missing the top though and part of the side. Boy, that would have been a beauty. That would have been a nice size little apple murex shell for this beach. Kind of cool though, being able to see inside of it like that. I got to keep looking out to my left here, out into the water. Just never know when the dolphins are going to come by. There goes some pelicans. I don't know if you can see them. It's kind of dark out there. Here comes a couple more. Kind of flat, nice and flat this morning. Got another beautiful little fighting conch shell. Darn fighting flies out here this morning. Darn it. Boy, look at this conch shell. That's a beauty there. This one actually has stripes all the way around it. It's kind of unusual. That is a nice little fighting conch shell right there. That could be cleaned up. That is a beauty. You know, we find lots of great shells out here. Something else you find out here are fossils. Lots of neat fossils. Pick up these stones, look inside them. You never know what you're going to find. Sometimes you find fossilized little fish skeletons inside of them. They're really neat. These flies are getting annoying. I'm sorry. They're biting the tar out of me here. Wasn't expecting them this morning. The tide's still coming in here. A nice little line of shells here. I'm hoping to find something to add to my collection. Just never know what you're going to come across out here in the mornings. Of course, that sun's coming up earlier now. We turned our clocks back last night here. So you gotta get out here really early to beat all the people. Here's a nice little cockle shell. I wonder if our birds are up there this morning. I've just become fascinated with watching all those birds up there in Area 4. Also trying to keep my eye open for a shark's tooth here. Keep my eyes open for a shark's tooth. They're out here. People find them all the time. I just never have any luck finding shark's teeth on the beach here. They're definitely here. They're not as abundant as they are to the north of us. Up in Venice, gosh, you can find shark's teeth all over at Venice Beach. But you can find them here. You just got to keep your eyes open. Keep a sharp eye. These flies are just ridiculous out here this morning. Biting flies. A little bit of sunlight peeking out here. Peeking through the clouds, not much though. Not much. Spin around here to give you a look to the east. Just a little. Very, very overcast here. Absolutely gorgeous, despite the clouds. Good morning. Ooh, I see a moon shell over here. What kind of shape is it in? Oh, pretty good shape. A shark eye, moon shell. Hey, hey, I'm not going home with empty pockets. Very cool. Nice little moon shell. It's kind of on its side, so it was hard to see. The light was just hitting it right. Just caught my eye. Oh, an alphabet cone. Wow, there's a nice shell. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Great find, great finds. Beautiful alphabet. Wow. Haven't found one of those in a while. Can't believe somebody didn't scoop that up here. That is a great looking cone right there. Absolutely beautiful. Wow, nice one. You really gotta look close though. I mean, no matter how many times you look at a pile of shells, you're always gonna spot something new when you're looking there. There's a nice little slipper shell. Slipper. You flip these slippers over. You find these in all colors and sizes. See how it looks like a little slipper when you flip it over? Wow, I'm happy about finding that alphabet cone. That was a beautiful shell. That was up high on the beach too. That was cool. What else are we gonna find? Oh, these flies, just amazing. There's so many flies out here, biting flies. Driving me nuts. Beautiful, calm, flat water this morning. Big change from the past few days, that's for sure. Hey, hit that share button and let your friends join in with us. Let them know what you're doing on this beautiful Sunday morning in Southwest Florida. There's a little turkey wing shell down here. Little turkey wing. Flies, I am sorry. These flies are eating me alive here. a little snowy egret over to the left, the white bird there. Got a little baby fighting conch over here, a little baby fighting conch shell. Yep. There's a little baby fighting conch. It's got a chip out of the side of it. Little baby fighting conch. Another moon shell down here. What's that one look like? Upside down. Oh, that's missing the side of it there. Beautiful patterns on it though. It's missing the side. Little moon shell. Actually, that looks like a little Nautica. Same family as the moon shells. Shark eyes. Part of a murex shell down here. Got a little hole in it. Piece of a murex. Most of them murex. Beautiful, the murex shells. We have lace murex here and apple murex shells. All kinds of little beautiful shells here. Oh, yeah, just on and off.
Looking for stuff?
Yeah, you never know what you're going to find.
Oh, I'd love to see a sea turtle. Have you ever seen a sea turtle?
Yeah, it's not time though now to
they're
see.
gone now?
Yeah.
Yeah, just past the time.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, you got to get here in the summer for that.
Oh.
There's a piece of a crown conch over here. A sliver of a crown conch. Another. Yeah, that's a murex. That's a whole murex shell. It's a little one. Little apple murex. Little tiny one. Still a murex. Still a keeper. Awesome. Very cool. Little murex, baby murex. Still looking for a shark's tooth. I just love to find one. Just one nice shark's tooth for my collection. I'm not asking for a lot here. I just can't seem to spot those things. There's a little baby cockle shell over here. A little baby cockle. I saw a little baby olive shell here somewhere. Yep, there's a little olive shell. So many neat little shells out here, real small ones. You really gotta keep an eye, a sharp eye. Lots of fighting conchs, though. Quite a few fighting conchs. I've seen some pretty nice ones out here this morning. Here's a little one over here. A little fighting conch. an osprey calling out. Hear that chirping? That's an osprey. Boy, a lot of shells out here this morning. A lot of shells piled up along the beach here. Lots of scallops. We've got lots of scallop shells here, all different color scallops. There's a black, gray scallop. Got some beautiful orange scallops here, red scallops. See if I can find a couple of those here as I walk along. A piece of an old oyster shell. Look at that. It's starting to fossilize. That is very cool. Lots of shells up here. See them all up here? It's all shells. Little sandpipers running around. You can hear the osprey chirping in the background. Hard to see down here. Could use a little more sunlight down here. Boy, I'm sure there's something good buried in these piles of shells here. What's going to happen here is at high tide, these waves are going to come up and just pull all these shells back into the water. Spread them all out. So that's not a bad thing when it spreads them out. That's when you start finding interesting things. Boy, look at them all. Look at all of those shells. See all kinds of stuff down here. Lots of conchs. There's a little whelk, piece of a whelk. It's got a big chip in it. I'd like to find a nice little whelk shell this morning. It's just almost a whelk shell there. Lots of little conch shells too here. Lots of the little fighting conchs. It is hard to see what all is down here. Lots of these slipper shells out here. Lots of slipper shells. Seeing a lot of them. Little slippers. Lots of worm shells too out here. Gorgeous morning. Overcast, still gorgeous. Temperature's great out here. Mid-70s. Well, there's a nice little fighting conch. There's a nice one. That one's got some really nice color. That is a beautiful little fighting conch right there. Nice colors. Seeing lots of worm rock here. Lots of little pieces of worm rock out here. All over. Chunks of it. Worm rock. Scallops here. Different colored scallops. Just telling you, I told you we had all kinds of different sizes, colors, like scallops, lots of scallops. There's a big white one over here. All scallop shells. Fighting conchs everywhere. There's a couple fighting conchs right here. 2 fighting conchs. All kinds of neat stuff down there. Lots of worm shells. These little wormy tips. Seeing lots of them out here this morning. They're everywhere. Everywhere I look, piles of them. Good little morning for shelling. Good morning. Good morning for shelling. I'm just so happy. Found my shell earlier this morning. I'm happy with just the one. Got a nice little alphabet cone. I'm so happy finding that. That made my morning. I haven't seen one of these in a while on the beach. In good shape. Nice little alphabet cone. Let's see, come over closer to the water here. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Come on, dolphins. Where's our dolphin friends at? Gorgeous out here. Birds flying by. Good morning. Yeah, we find lots of nice shells out here, but because of all the birds, something else you find out here, you find some really nice feathers out here on the beach. Sometimes you find some pretty big ones. Beautiful little, probably from a little snowy egret, this white feather here. It's not just shells. Always got to remember to look up in the trees too. You might spot one of our ospreys up there in these pine trees along the beach. You never know. The water looks great out here. I wish the sun was shining. The water's beautiful. No red tide, that's for sure. Absolutely beautiful. You hear that osprey, that chirping. I don't know if you can hear it. The chirping in the background, that's an osprey. It's a a lot of pelicans offshore diving into the water. Must be some nice schools of fish out there for them. Yeah, lots of morning walkers out here. Walkers and joggers. A lot of the same people. It's kind of like a little community out here, a little family. However, our mayor is missing right now. Our mayor of Delnor-Wiggins, good old Roy. We missed the mayor. Hopefully he'll be back here soon. I did stop over to his house yesterday for a visit and recorded a little video with him, so be sure to check that out if you're wondering how he's doing. Scroll through my posts, look for the video of Roy. Here's a little twisted up piece of a worm shell here. Almost tied itself in a knot. That's kind of cool. Little piece of a broken worm shell. Another little pile of shells here. I see a moon shell over there. What do I see over there up on top of the pile? Looks like it's chipped up. Nope. Little shark eye. Little moon shell sitting up there looking at me. That's cool. Beautiful little shells. What else might be down here? That's a lot of shells there. You really need a little rake to dig through these. You know, one of those little garden rakes with the 3 little tines on it. Those are great for digging through the shells. These piles. There's a little baby olive shell right there. A little baby olive shell. Still waiting for a dolphin to come swimming by. I miss our dolphins. Hey, if you enjoy these beach walks, hit that share button. Get your friends on here with you. Make sure you introduce yourself to the group. That's what these beach walks are all about here, making new friends. Striking up a conversation in the comments. I'm just kind of providing a little platform for everybody to get together here over their morning coffee. Nice little worm down here. Nice little wormy. A little piece of a lightning whelk. What's left of a little lightning whelk shell. I haven't found any lightning whelks in the past probably week. Whole lightning whelks, a lot of broken lightning whelks. Haven't found a whole lightning whelk. Lightning whelk in good condition. I'm just so bummed. I want to find a shark's tooth, and I just don't have the eye for it for some reason. I would love to find a big shark's tooth during one of our beach walks. That would make me so happy. It's the only thing I haven't found out here. And people find them all the time. I probably walked by half a dozen of them already, at least. I find the shells, but not the darn shark's teeth. There's an interesting looking little scallop shell over here. Nice. Look at the shape of that one. Black scallop. Hey, no red tide here at Delnor-Wiggins, folks. No red tide. Spread the word. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Keep praying that it stays away. No, please. We had enough of that red tide. You know, half the time when I'm walking along the beach here, I don't know what you guys are seeing. I'm not looking at the camera screen. I'm looking down where I'm walking. So sometimes the camera might be pointed up in the sky or down over at the ground or something. I don't know. I apologize, but I'm always looking for something to pick up and share with you. Well, here we are up in Area 4 where our bird friends have been hanging out, all of the terns. I've been seeing a lot of them lately. Another nice little conch shell. Little baby fighting conch. Lots of nice little conchs out here this morning, lots of them. There's a nice colored one. Look at this. Beautiful colors on that one. Beautiful little fighting conch. Morning. That is nice. Boy, they're everywhere. Everywhere this morning. There's another one. Morning. Wow, I could fill my pockets with these little fighting conchs this morning. They are all over the beach. Up here at Roy's Beach, Area 4. If you saw our friend Roy on my Facebook page yesterday, he and I would always have a little conversation under those trees in the morning, but he won't be out here for a while. He did something kind of foolish, went swimming with an open sore on his leg and contracted flesh-eating bacteria. Almost had to amputate his leg. Thankfully, that didn't happen. So he's at home recovering, as you saw in that video yesterday. Looking forward to having him back out here, sharing stories with me once again under those pine trees. Roy is an institution here at the beach. Hey, I'm gonna go up to the VFW post in Bonita Springs. It's right up on K9 Drive by the Greyhound track, the Naples-Fort Myers Greyhound track. I'm gonna have breakfast up there as soon as I finish my beach walk. It's open to the public. $7 breakfast buffet, you can't go wrong. Come up there, support the VFW, support our veterans. Come up and say hi. Love to see you up there if you're in the neighborhood. Beautiful, beautiful piece, little spiny jewel box. Half a jewel box shell, look at that, absolutely gorgeous. Still got its spines. These spines can get pretty long. They can get about an inch, you know, 3/4 of an inch long. They look like little porcupines. It's a nice little shell right there. Seeing lots and lots of great little shells. Lots and lots of beautiful little shells today. Lots of interesting looking things. The conchs are just incredible. The little fighting conchs are everywhere. Coming up to all of our birds up here. They're just up ahead of me. If you look close, you can see them up there. They've been very skittish, it seems. A lot of people are just kind of marching right through them there. I try to give them some space, and I walk as slow as I can. I don't like startling them. For some reason, they've been very skittish lately. I think people have been just kind of plowing through them and not respecting them. It's down there, there's an old whelk there. Piece of an old lightning whelk. Still haven't found a nice lightning whelk this morning. Just pieces of them. Piece of a sand dollar down there. Oop. Another moon shell. Hey, hey, number 3. Now see, couldn't even see that. It was buried under the shells. I just saw the edge of it. I know what moon shells look like. Shark eyes. Another nice one. I was gonna pick up this piece of sand dollar. It's just the corner of the sand dollar there. We got some nice sand dollars here. Sadly, the red tide killed a lot of our sand dollars, a lot of them. The beach was covered with dead sand dollars. That's just a sliver of one there, just the corner, an edge. There's all our terns up here in front of me. I see a few black skimmers mixed in the bunch. These are mostly terns, lesser terns, a couple crested, royal crested mixed in there. This is my favorite part of the beach walk. Just walking by all these birds. Walking by as slow as I can. They're all just walking away from me there. I'd rather they walk away than fly away. I'm looking along the edge here at the shells too, while I'm walking by these beautiful little creatures. All it takes is for a couple of them to get startled, and then they all take off. So you gotta go really, really slow. They're just keeping an eye on me as I walk by here. Get a closer look at them here. You can see several different types of terns, and that black bird in the center, that's a skimmer. Now people on the beach scared them away. You just walk too fast and they get startled. The blackbirds, those are the skimmer birds back there. Now these terns are all going to come back. See, here they come flying back. Isn't that a sight? They circle around looking for a landing spot. It's gorgeous. I love watching them fly. I don't want to scare them and make them fly, but when they fly, it's just incredible. It's an incredible sight. And just to stand in the middle of them, it's just quite an experience. You got to check out some of my videos of the birds. Go on YouTube too. Check out my videos on YouTube. Southwest Florida Television. Nobody pays me to be out here doing these. If you like what you see, share it. Share it with your friends. If anybody wants to make a little contribution, it's always appreciated. You can find my PayPal account info in the description of this post. Wow, here's a big sand dollar down here. Nice sand dollar. Look at that. This is what they look like. They're brown when you find them alive. This one's dead. When they're alive, they're brown, and you can see they have little fuzzy feet all over the bottom and around the edges. This one isn't alive anymore. That's a nice sized little sand dollar. It's not what you see in the pictures. When you see them in the pictures, they're all white. Well, that's, you take them home and you bleach them out, and then they get white. That'll be a nice little souvenir for somebody. Neat patterns on it, neat colors. I'm just going to leave it up here on the beach for anybody that's walking by. Anybody that wants a sand dollar. I got my share of sand dollars. Here's the skimmer birds over here. Try and get you a close look at a skimmer. They're really cool looking with their orange beaks. See, that's a skimmer there, that black bird in the center. And then the lesser terns all around it. But those skimmer birds, they actually fly just inches above the water, maybe an inch above the water, and they open their mouth and drop their lower bill, the lower part of their bill in the water. That's why they call them skimmers, as they're skimming along. Pretty darn cool to watch it. There's more of them. More skimmers over here. I love watching these birds. I just love it. And most people do respect the wildlife here at the park. They walk around, give everything its space here. Definitely we don't feed any of the wildlife here at the park. Whoop, something startled them. Wow. Now watch this. This is just so cool. They just circle out into the water and come back. So cool. So cool. It's so neat when they fly around you. You try not to scare them, but it doesn't take much. One person. They just, if one takes off, it seems they all take off. But I just am mesmerized. I'll stand here and wait for them to take off, and they just fly all around me. And, yep. It is such a neat sight. Yep. They just move back and forth there all day. So cool.
Enjoy.
Yep, you too. I'm just gonna go a little further up the beach here. See if we find any more shells, and I'll walk past all the birds again. But earlier I picked up a feather on the beach. And obviously with all those birds, you're gonna find some nice feathers here. That looks like a tern, maybe. A feather from a tern. We'll go by and take one more look at those birds. Just amazing. Had a nice, great little beach walk this morning. Found a couple nice shells. My prize this morning. So happy I found it. Can't believe I found it. Found it there just sitting on top of a pile of shells. It was this beautiful little alphabet cone this morning. That was my prize for this morning, that's for sure. Absolutely gorgeous. Alphabet cone. I found several nice little moon shells this morning too. I wasn't really expecting to find much of anything this morning, but to my surprise, found 3 nice little moon shells. Also called shark eyes because of that little eye there, that little dot in the middle there. Hey, be sure to let everybody know where you're watching from. If you're new here, introduce yourself to the group. That's what this is all about here. It's about making friends. I just provide a background for you to converse. I'm going to turn around and head back down the beach, see what else we come across. Up at Roy's Beach here, up in Area 4 right now, our friend Roy. Actually, it's probably going to rain later this afternoon. Got rain in the forecast. Starting around 1. Probably the greatest chance, they say, is around 3. Scattered showers. Don't go away here. Just hang tight. Just stay right here for a minute, please. I got to check a text message. Sorry about that interruption there. I gotta start heading back down the beach here. We'll get one more look at the birds. Seen lots and lots of beautiful fighting conch shells on the beach this morning. Lots of them. Lots of really nice fighting conch shells. Of course, we saw our osprey first thing this morning. Saw him out there. Hi.
Okay, I'm Ann.
Ann? Hi, Ann.
Good to meet you.
Hi, nice
Top
to meet
fan.
you. Oh, I have nothing to do with that. Facebook picks all the top fans. People
No,
say, why aren't I a top
you're
fan?
good. You have been very good therapy for the soul. I
Oh,
have a
sweet.
quick question.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Lucky you.
Shark tooth?
That's a shark's tooth. You got one. I'm the I got to show everybody. Our friend Ann, she found a shark's tooth. She beat me to
huge
it.
find. Many years.
Oh.
Been looking real hard.
Oh, wow. Well, congratulations.
It's a good
You
day.
got one. Yep.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thanks, Ann.
Have a great day.
You too. Oh, that is so cool. One of our Facebook friends. She found her first shark's tooth. She beat me. Darn it. Here's all our little birds again. Our little terns. The little white ones are terns. Again, the darker ones in the background are skimmers. Try to walk by nice and slow, give you a good look at them. Hopefully it's not going to be too bouncy here with it zoomed in like that. Noisy. There's feathers all over the beach here. If anybody wants a tern feather, they're all over up here in Area 4. They just all flew out into the Gulf. Now I'm gonna spin around. They're gonna come land right behind me. See if we see them fly by here. There they come. Isn't that neat? That is so cool. Sorry that you had to look at my mug there. All the little terns marching by me here. This is my favorite place to hang out. My favorite spot up here in Area 4. Boy, if you want some nice little fighting conchs, I have been seeing them all over the beach this morning. Great little fighting conch shells. Absolutely beautiful. Found a lot of nice little shells this morning. Here's a piece of a broken shark eye, broken moon shell down here. Boy, that's a nice one. That's a Nautica shell. All chipped up though. That's a nice looking shell. Would have been a nice looking shell. Just an absolutely gorgeous morning. I sure wish the dolphins would come by. I miss them. We haven't seen them lately. It's been pretty rough. Now it's pretty calm out here this morning. Right out where these waves are breaking, it gets really shallow there. That's why we got those waves. That's about the only waves at the beach this morning. The water's gorgeous. Gorgeous colors this morning. That is a big seagull right there. That is a big bird in front of me. The birds. Somebody scared all the birds away. Darn it. Some people just don't realize what they're doing when they walk along the beach here. They just walk with their head down at the ground, don't pay attention where they're going. They just scared all of the birds away. See if they come back. They're circling around, thinking about it. I don't know if you can see them flying around. It's pretty dark out here. They're thinking about coming back. Yeah, here comes somebody else marching up the beach. Nope. They're hanging out in over the water. Darn it. Oh well, we got a nice look at them this morning. We got a really good look at the birds. We've seen some great shells on the beach this morning. A worm tip down there. What does that look like? Oh, piece of a worm shell. Darn it. Sometimes you can find some really big worm shells, really big ones. There's the top of a lightning whelk shell, just the top of a lightning whelk. Oh, I remember we just picked that up earlier and looked at that. That Nautica shell. Beautiful colors. Very peaceful Sunday morning out here. Morning. Very quiet. Good morning. Every day we start to see more and more people out here now. For those of you that aren't familiar with Naples, it's a very, very seasonal town. Our winter months, our population probably triples. All of our friends from up north, a lot of folks have summer home or winter homes down here. So, needless to say, our restaurants get filled up pretty early. traffic becomes a nightmare. But we still have our beautiful beaches to go to. Oh, anything down here? Thought I saw some little worms, little worm shells hiding down here. There was one just rolled in with the wave. Little worm shell. Those are so cool. The wormy tips, worm tips. And the fighting conchs, they are everywhere. The slipper shells, little slipper shells. See how it looks like a little slipper when you flip it over? The slipper shell, fighting conchs. Lots of little treasures to be had. You should just take the time to look. Morning. How you doing?
Just fine, you.
Great, great. All these little, see, when I'm looking, I've never found a shark's tooth. Okay, one of our friends just found one earlier, their first one. They're all over the place, but they're so hard to find because shark's teeth are usually black. You can see all the little black shells and rocks and stones here. Makes it hard to spot a shark's tooth. Some of our friends, they fill their pockets with them. They find some really big ones too. Me, none. I think once I find a couple of them, if I ever find a couple, it'll get easier. See, it's just, look at all the little black stones. Now, how do you find a shark's tooth in there? Some awesome fossils to be found here. We have two friends from New Jersey, Mike and Mary. They come out here and they do fossil hunting. They hunt for fossils in the morning, not shells. And they find some really cool fossils. They found some old stuff here at the beach too, that's for sure. We got a lot of fossils in Naples, not just shells and rocks. Old fossils. Yeah, everybody gets old. Few little waves rolling up on the shore here. Nice to listen to. We've been watching the past few days. Big difference in the water out here. Nice and flat out here today. Perfect for spotting a dolphin. It'd be nice if there was a little more sun out. But just gorgeous out here. despite the overcast sky. A couple months ago, our beaches were deserted. There was nobody at our beaches. They were absolutely deserted because of the red tide. Now things are finally turning around. The fish, the birds are coming back, the people are coming back. It was a disaster. I just hope and pray that red tide stays away. That red tide's always out there in the Gulf. It's out there lurking somewhere. We just don't want it lurking along our shoreline here. There are all little sandpipers running around in front of me here. Just run back and forth, in and out of the waves. Hard to get a picture of them. They're fast little birds. When I came out earlier this morning, there's a lot of biting flies out here, all around my ankles. They're driving me crazy. Bring your bug spray. It's Florida. Part of the good life is putting up with the bugs. Nice to see all these people on the beach. Nice to see people returning. It's a little ibis over here, a little white ibis right over here. A lone white ibis. A couple of seagulls behind it. Can you turn around for me? Oh, off it went. Yeah, if you're just tuning in and you're curious as to where I'm at, if you click on that little red live button up in the corner, it tells you where I'm at. It gives you the description there. Little secret there to live feeds. Just click on that little red live button. We're up in North Naples, Florida, at Delnor-Wiggins State Park. On a beautiful Sunday morning. Overcast, but beautiful. Still beautiful. Why do I say still beautiful? Because I'm out here at the beach. Where are you? Any morning you can come to the beach is a beautiful morning. Great way to start the day. Half a dozen little seagulls. That little white ibis is up ahead of me here in the water now. Just hanging out where the waves break. Ooh, tripped over a rock there. Almost fell on my face. I'm getting so sick and tired of these idiots sending text messages with their political nonsense. The whole time I'm out here, the screen keeps filling up with this political crap. I don't know about you, but I think it's ridiculous and it should be outlawed. Beautiful little white ibis. Yep, 2 more days, Charlene. I can't wait till it's over. Let's see if I can zoom in a little more. Can you turn around so we can see your face instead of your butt? I'll walk around to the other side of it. Just didn't want to scare them. Didn't want to make it turn around and go the other way. Of course, now it walks up there. I've never seen them bury their head like that in the water. Huh. I've never seen them do that. That is so cool. Wow. We just came back up on dry land here. Seagull behind me. Was keeping an eye on what I was doing there. That's a great look at a white ibis, huh? I've never seen them stick their head under the water like that before. That was cool. I see something new every day out here. I'm not kidding when I say that. Every day, it's something new. Oh, great beach walk this morning. Absolutely gorgeous. I really appreciate everybody watching and following here and making comments, and I love the new friendships that are being made here with people. If anybody wants to make a little contribution, I don't get paid to come out and do this. I love doing it, but I feel I am providing a great service to our followers here. If you want to make a little contribution, it's not necessary, but it's always appreciated. The water looked gorgeous, that green color this morning. Still a little churned up from the past few days from the waves. It's beautiful. I mean, the best news is no red tide. That's always music to my ears. Probably gonna rain later this afternoon. Late this afternoon, we will probably see some rain showers. Oh, earlier this morning, right up here, right up on that dead branch there in the top center of the screen, we saw our osprey earlier this morning. She was sitting up there checking out the water, looking for some fish, so we did see her again this morning. Almost predictable. But I have not seen any dolphins swim by. I really miss seeing those dolphins. They're out there, people spot them throughout the day. We just haven't seen any in the morning. They're there. They're there. They're there. The dolphins are out there for sure. You hang out here for the whole day, you're going to see dolphins. No doubt about it. That's a little snowy egret over there, and that's the white ibis that we saw down the beach a little earlier, just a few minutes ago. The little snowy egret on the left, the white ibis on the right. The white ibis with the big orange beak. The little snowy egrets have bright yellow feet. Can't see it here because they're buried in the sand, but they have bright yellow little feet. Look like little rain boots. You might see it. You might see the yellow as it picks its foot up. Kind of hard to see it with the sand. They have a bright yellow spot on their around their eye. And then those bright little yellow feet. Lots of beautiful birds here at the park. Lots and lots of beautiful birds. Yeah. Just love this place. I don't come out here every morning. I wish I could, but sometimes the weather dictates when I'll be out here. My work schedule and weather. I get out here as many times as I can for these beach walks, and occasionally I'll come out for a sunset. Beautiful sunsets we have here. There's 3 fighting conchs in a row there, all different conditions. Tide is definitely starting to come up now. I want to thank everybody for watching. Be sure to tell your friends about Southwest Florida Television. Do take the time to check out my photos and videos. Sure, you're going to find something you like here. When you do, hit the like and share button. The past few days, check out those videos of the birds. Just Absolutely beautiful. All those birds that we saw earlier this morning, all those birds taking flight. Check out some of the videos of them. Just incredible. Absolutely beautiful. I think I saw a dolphin out there. I think we saw one, yep, one dolphin way out. See if we see it come up here. It's really dark out there. I don't know where it went. Now it's staying underwater. It was way out there. Oh well. It took off. Oh wow, he's way up the beach now already, way up there. Now the dolphins are there, I told you they're there. And he's way up there. Moving fast. It's gorgeous out here. Oh, there's another dolphin coming up the beach. I saw another one down here to the south. Good morning.
Good morning.
See if we can spot him before I sign off here. He's way out. Oh, there's two of them. They're way out there though. Oh, and there's another one. Just came up right out here. Another one just popped up. Darn it. It's kind of dark out there, hard to see in the camera. There's fish jumping out here too. Let's see if we can spot this one dolphin. I'm sorry here for moving it so erratically. See, there it was. Did you see it? There's two of them out there. At least we got a quick look at a dolphin. Whoa, they're moving up here fast. They're moving up the shore fast. Come on, where are you? There's two of them together. There they are. All right, we got to see some dolphins, finally. Oh, finally. I love it. Not the greatest look, not a close look, but we got to see them. There they are again. One more surface, one more breach here. There they are. Told you they're out there. You just got to be patient. All right, where'd you go? There they go. All right. What a great way to end our morning. Absolutely wonderful. Get to see our dolphins. All right, well, be sure to check the replay of this video. I always post them on YouTube as well. Thanks for watching. Tell your friends. about Southwest Florida television. I might be out here tomorrow morning again. We'll see how my schedule goes. Have a great Sunday. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Robb Stan. God bless.